Gregory Goyle wasn't just a mindless follower, he was a product of his upbringing. Born into a pure-blood family with deep ties to the dark arts, Goyle was expected to uphold his family's legacy. From an early age, he was taught that power and loyalty to Voldemort's ideology were paramount. But was he truly devoted, or was he simply following the only path he knew? At Hogwarts, Goyle quickly fell into Draco Malfoy's orbit, not necessarily out of admiration, but because it was expected. His father, a known Death Eater, ensured that his son aligned with the right people. But did Goyle ever have a choice? His role as Malfoy's enforcer wasn't just about friendship, it was about survival in a world where defying expectations could mean disgrace or worse. Despite his reputation as a dull-witted brute, Goyle wasn't entirely devoid of independent thought. He may not have been academically gifted, but he understood power dynamics. He knew that stepping out of line could have dire consequences. His silence and compliance weren't necessarily signs of stupidity. They were survival tactics in a world where questioning authority, especially in Slytherin, could be dangerous. The Battle of Hogwarts was a turning point. When the time came to fight, Goyle didn't rise as a leader. He followed as he always had. But his fear was evident. Unlike Malfoy, who hesitated, Goyle resorted to Fiend Fire, a dangerous spell he couldn't control. Was this a desperate attempt to prove himself, or was it the culmination of years of pressure finally breaking him? Goyle's story is one of unfulfilled potential. Unlike Crabbe, who perished in the flames, Goyle survived. But to what end? Without Malfoy's influence, without his father's expectations, who was he? The war ended, but his future remained uncertain. Could he break free from his family's past, or was he doomed to remain a relic of a defeated ideology? The wizarding world rarely speaks of Gregory Goyle after the war. Did he reform, or did he fade into obscurity? Unlike Malfoy, who had the means to rebuild, Goyle lacked the same resources. His family's influence had crumbled, and with it, his identity. Perhaps his greatest tragedy wasn't his past, but the fact that he was never given the chance to be anything else. Gregory Goyle was never a hero, but he was also never truly a villain. He was a product of his environment, shaped by expectations he never questioned. His story is a reminder that not all followers are willing participants. Some are simply trapped by the weight of their past. In the end, Goyle's greatest battle wasn't against Hogwarts, but against the legacy he inherited.